Good evening.
5 deputy commissioners Tuesday appeared before the Johnson Kavuludi team to prove that they deserve to retain their positions. But various issues arose, especially over personal finances and in the declaration of wealth.
Beatrice, feel welcome. Please take the seat next to you.
For Beatrice Nduta, the Director of Community Policing, Gender and Child Protection Services, it was on her acquisition of certain plots and the explanation therein.
Your total income comes to about 3.5. So how do you explain the other sources for you to be able to pay this school fees, 1.8, 1.6, 2 point something, 3.2? So there must be another source of income that is not being shown here for you to be able to take care of this. Just maybe another explanation to the panel.
This is an approximate money that I would require to see those children through the school.
What comes out, and which is not clear, is a civilian member of staff assisted you to put down these figures. And so you put them down, not taking into account the fact that we wanted you to actually indicate your expenditure.
I don't want to believe that I have written on the money I spent is the money that I'm expected to spend.
We would like Mr. Leo Nyongesa to discuss with us.
While for the Acting Director of Internal Affairs Unit, Leo Nyongesa, it was about deposits that he had made to his account as he was put to task to clarify the same.
Between January to March, that is 2012, you deposited 40,000, 90,000, 40,000, 70, 900.
Then the questionnaire, the commissioner, I think you misunderstood me, with due respect, sir. I said 900,000 Kenya shillings was a proceed of selling a house in Nairobi, the only house or the property I have in the city. And the records are there to be seen. The other monies I'm talking about, 4,000 or so, is what I'm talking about, my wife coming or telling me ABCD.
Very well, go well.
For Nairobi County Commander Benson Kibui, it was a time to explain why cash transactions he made were not reflected in his bank account.
It's just a matter of observation, because we'll have liked you to give the same elaboration that you gave when you were touching on the other matters. How do you explain this difference?
Thank you, sir. When we come to financial probity in that respect, I have said here that, sir, that I worked in an area, a lucrative area, whereby I used to earn some allowances. And I had money, and that's the money that I kept. Commissioner, one of the commissioners asked, did you keep this money in the house? That money I had that money.
The panel also played videos of police engaging in bribery, providing a great fodder for conversation, ranging from the measures that need to be taken and just who is to blame, with the panelists being put to task over what they have done to stop the vice.
As much as we want to hammer the police, I can see what they are doing. But you see, in bribe taking, there is a giver and a taker. What do you do with the taker?
We are going to deal with both the taker and the giver. This is what Kenyans should know.
The magic words is enforcement. And there is enforcement. Why am I saying there is enforcement? But has not met that standard that we are referring to.
For the National Police Service to get to the heights of the expectations of the members of the public, a lot is needed to be done.
And it was also an opportunity for the personal leadership attributes and character traits for the deputy police commissioners were looked into.
He would not listen to me as I advised. I do remember having received, we received about 3 heads of state without coming up with an operation soda. And when I tried to explain to him what an operation soda is and why we should come up with the one, then it becomes a problem because he sees as if I'm running ahead of him as his deputy.
The vetting exercise continues tomorrow and will end on Friday after 23 candidates have been vetted. Willis Raburu, Citizen Live at 9, Nairobi.